We are back together again. It's so lovely to see you once more on a rainy day. We have rain, unfortunately, here in England. What is the weather like where you are? I hope you are having a nice day. Here we are again. English Addict is with you once more, coming to you live from the birthplace of the English language. Yes, as I mentioned, we are live from England.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
Are you there? Is there anyone there? Oh, there is. How lovely to see you here again. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy? I hope you are feeling okay today. I am in a very good mood. I suppose I shouldn't be, for reasons I will explain a little bit later on. So we have rain today, unfortunately, but it's fine. I'm okay. I don't mind the rain. It is all right if the rain falls down. It is nice to see so many people on live chat. Hello to the live chat. It is nice to have you here as well. English Addict is what this is. The English language is a popular thing. A lot of people say English is popular nowadays. Of course, there are many other languages that are spoken widely around the world, and it is easy to forget that languages such as French, Italian, Spanish are all spoken in many parts of the world as well. So a big hello to everyone. I hope you are having a good day wherever you happen to be. By the way, before anyone says, I think there might be a small problem with YouTube at the moment. You might be seeing lots of things popping up on your screen during my live stream, but I think that might be a problem with YouTube, not me. So please don't blame me for it. I am trying to sort the problem out behind the scenes. Here we go again. It is a special day here in England because, well, I suppose I might describe today as a bittersweet feeling, a bittersweet day. To be bittersweet means something makes you feel good whilst at the same time making you feel a little unhappy as well. Today in England it is Mother's Day. Hello to all the mothers watching at the moment. So we are celebrating Mother's Day, and of course I suppose we can't have Mother's Day without also mentioning our own mothers. My mum and also Mr. Steve's mum as well. Sadly, both of our mothers are now no longer here, unfortunately, and to make things worse, tomorrow it is also the anniversary of my mother passing away. So today is Mother's Day. It is also filled with a little bit of sadness as well, because my mother, tomorrow it will be 3 years. I can't believe it. 3 years tomorrow since my mother sadly passed away. So a little bit of a sad day, but also a good opportunity for us to remember and think about our mothers as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers around the world, those who are still here and those who are no longer with us. But they are, of course, still in our hearts. Here we go then. It is nice to have you back here as well. Lots of people joining in. We have the usual features, including Guess the Picture idiom. We will be playing that later on. I am going to try and make it easy this week, although every time I say that, a lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, it's still too difficult. So I will try my best to make the game easier. We also have what is the mystery object as well. A lot of people have said, Mr. Duncan, we do like your new features, the things you are including in your live streams. Thank you very much. It is always nice to hear from you. If you like this, don't forget to give me a lovely like on the live chat and also on my comments as well. Very nice. So it is a slightly sad occasion, but I will try to keep myself positive because you have to. Life is not fair. Life can be difficult. Life can, as I just said, be unfair. But sometimes you have to keep your chin up. You have to keep a stiff upper lip. It means you have to carry on, be brave, be positive, and always hope for the best. That's what I say anyway. We have a big subject coming up today as well. We are talking about opposites, things that are opposite to each other, or something that is opposite from something else. The word opposite. So quite often things can go together, they can match, they can be suitable, but sometimes things can be opposite as well. They are opposite to each other. We will be looking at that also on the live chat. Thank you very much for joining me today. It is so nice to have you here. Who was first on today's live chat, I wonder? Oh, very interesting. First on today's live chat we have Claudio. Hello, Claudio. It is nice to see you here, and congratulations, you are number 1. Number 1 on the live chat. In second place, Vitas. In third place, Beatrice. Then we have Valentin. Hello, Valentin. It seems like a long time since you were here. I haven't seen you for ages. Welcome back to my live chat. Very nice to see you here as well. Irene is here. Come on, Irene, and join in the fun on the English Addict live stream. Oh, we also have the one, the only, you know who I'm talking about. Luis Mendez is here today. Hello, Luis. Nice to see you here as well on the live chat. Lots of people joining in, and it's always nice to see you here. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having a good Sunday. Of course, we are also halfway through March as well. March, halfway through. My goodness, this year does seem to be going by very quickly. Hello, Olga. It's nice to have you here today, Olga. Thank you very much for joining me today. Nam Bao says hello. Can I say hello to Nam Bao? I hope you are having a good day. Karine is here. Hello, Karine. What a lovely name. I like your name. We had a lovely surprise this morning. One of our neighbours is celebrating their birthday, and they decided to bring round some of their birthday cake. So we have a lovely big piece of birthday cake ready to eat as soon as my live stream has finished. Marcia, hello Marcia as well. Lots of people joining today. Some I have not seen for a long time, so it is always nice to see you returning. Hello C. Zargiu, who says hello from Italy. Hello Italy. We were in Italy last year. We had a nice time in Tuscany. Very nice, in fact. We also have Saint Finta, who says hello and greetings to everyone. It is always nice to see you here. Thank you very much. Thank you. How lovely to have you here as well. Thank you very much for joining us. We also have Yi2 1394. I'm not sure what your name refers to, but hello anyway. Also, Jimmy from Hong Kong. It is great to see you here as well. Life marches on. It is true. There is one thing we have no choice about, and that is life moving forwards. You can't stop time. You can't go back in time. You can only go forwards. It is true. You are right. And of course we are now halfway through March as well. Who else is here today? Lin Gok is here. Hello to you as well. Wherever you are watching in the world, you are more than welcome to join in with the live chat. Oh, I have something nice to show you. Would you like to see some lovely animals? Would you like to see a video of some cute baby cows? Well, guess what? Just down the road from my house, there is a field with lots of lovely baby cows wandering around and being cared for by their mothers, which is quite suitable really, because today is Mother's Day. Isn't that lovely? Springtime is all about new life, and there you can see new life walking around and enjoying some of the lovely views of the countryside, and I hope you enjoyed those views as well. English Addict is with you today. It is Sunday. I hope you are having a fun day, because we are here together to enjoy the lovely words and phrases of the English language on Mother's Day. Last week I was in a place called Shrewsbury, not very far from where I live, and there is a particular place in Shrewsbury that always makes me smile, and here it is. This particular place is called the English Bridge, and I have to say I rather like the name English Bridge, because the English language quite often will bring people together. We can share our points of view. We can learn new things about each other. So there it is, the English Bridge, which of course takes you technically into England. And on the other side of Shrewsbury, you may or may not be surprised to find out that there is another bridge called the Welsh Bridge, which takes you into Wales. And one day I would love to come to this place and do a live stream. So maybe this year, during the summer, I will have a chance, I will have an opportunity to do a live stream from this actual place. I hope so anyway. Hello to the live chat, although it's gone very quiet on the live chat. Very quiet indeed. Is there any reason? Why has it gone so quiet on the live chat? Now, I think at the moment there might be some problems with YouTube. I think YouTube at the moment is having some slight technical problems. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, something very strange happened on YouTube where the English language could not be translated on YouTube. In fact, the English language as captions was completely blocked by YouTube. A very strange moment of time. And I think also something is happening today as well, because YouTube has been acting strangely over the past few days. Our old, beautiful and also lovely young cows have got a lovely mother. We are impressed by the cows, Mr. Duncan. Oh, is that what it is? For a moment I thought you were giving me the cold shoulder. Do you know that expression? Cold shoulder. To give someone the cold shoulder means you ignore them. You give someone the cold shoulder. I'm sure you would not do that to me. I am pretty sure, I am very certain that you would never, ever do that to me. By the way, if you are wondering about the picture, there is a photograph of me with my lovely mother. Would you like to have a closer look? So this is a photograph taken many years ago of me with my mother. I'm not sure how clear that is, but you can see my mum and also me looking very tall. And that photograph was taken way back in the early 1990s. So this particular photograph is very old, but it is one of my favourite photographs of myself and also my mother together. And that is the reason why I am showing it today. Isn't that nice? Very lovely. Thank you very much for joining me today. We have subjects coming up today. We have opposites, things that are opposite. Sometimes, and I think this is a very good expression, a very good phrase, sometimes opposites can actually attract each other. I think sometimes, especially with people, in relationships, sometimes you find within a relationship there is an opposite that occurs within the relationship. But within that relationship between two people, you can find that the opposites can sometimes attract. Opposites attract. It is a very interesting term. Hello, Olga. Mr. Duncan, I remember when your lovely mother joined the live stream on the telephone. Yes. Yes, that is true. That was on Mother's Day many years ago. I think maybe 7 or 8 years ago. My mother actually appeared here on the live stream talking on the telephone, and we were talking about all sorts of things, including what I was like as a child. In fact, I must find that. I'm sure somewhere deep in my archives there is a recording of myself talking to my mother on the live stream, but it was quite a few years ago. But you are right, it is a lovely memory. Hello, Addie. Hello, Addie. I don't want to ignore everything else in my life right now, apart from this live stream and the good food I'm eating. I found out that my cat has a serious illness, cancer, yesterday, and my mind is kind of lost. Well, we are all here together sharing our love of one particular thing, and that is the English language. So thank you, Addie, for joining us, and we are sorry to hear about your bad news, but we will try to cheer you up with the live chat. Yes, I am with you live every Sunday. A lot of people forget that I am with you every Sunday live from 2 p.m. UK time. Of course, towards the end of this month, we will be changing the clocks again as British summertime arrives. So I am excited. I'm very excited about the end of this month, because it means the clocks will go forward by 1 hour. We spring forwards, and the days will slowly become longer and hopefully warmer as well, and drier as well, because we've had so much rain over the past few months. Let's just say I am absolutely sick and tired. I am sick and tired of rain. I really am. Christina, hello Christina. It's nice to have you here today. I have noticed that Claudia is not here today. I wonder why Claudia is not here. Now, I do know that she has a family celebration taking place, so maybe that's the reason why Claudia is not here today, because there is something special happening in your life. But maybe you are watching this again. Maybe you are watching the repeat, Claudia, in which case I hope you had a lovely time. So we have the big subject coming up soon, but next we have our mystery object. objects. And this particular thing I have in my hand is one of today's mystery objects. And we will be looking at this a little bit later on. In fact, we will be starting that as soon as we've had a short break. And then I will be back, English Addict, helping you enjoy the wonderful world of the English language.
I'm a big boy now.
English Addict is with you today. I hope your Sunday is going very, very well.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
We are having fun on a Sunday, and it is myself, for those wondering who is that strange man on my screen. My name is Mr. Duncan, and I talk about the English language, and right now I am live from England, coming to you live from the birthplace of the English language. Here we go then, we have the mystery object. Now I'm going to show you two mystery objects today, and the first one is coming up right now. Today's first mystery object. It is something you use quite often around the office. You might find these in an office. So this particular object is something you will see in an office. It is something you use. It is a type of stationery, something you use to help in your office, and of course at home as well. You can use this particular thing. The mystery object is coming on your screen right now. There it is. What is it? Something useful, something you can use in your daily life quite often if you have an office space in your house, or maybe you work in an office. You will have these somewhere in your place of work to help you do something. They are small, they are not very large, and also they come in different shapes and sizes. So this is a common type of this particular thing, and we use them for all sorts of useful tasks. They are very useful if you want to keep something in a certain place. Maybe you want to keep something on the wall or on your notice board. You will use 1, 2, 3, or even 4 of these to hold that thing in place. It also has different names as well, depending on where you are in the world. So this particular object is something we use to keep something in place. Something that can be displayed. We often use these to keep that thing in place. Interesting. There are some very interesting words connected to this particular object. So quite often you will use lots of these to keep something in place, hanging up. In an office. At home, maybe you have some photographs or some pictures you want to pin up. To pin something. To pin something. To keep something in place. But what is it? Maurizio is here. Hello, Maurizio. It's nice to see you here as well. Thank you for joining us. We also have guesses coming through now from Christina, Beatrice, also Karine as well. Some very interesting guesses coming through. Also, Vitas as well. But what is this object? It is small. So even though these photographs make the object look large, they are actually quite small. They are only this size. I will give you the answer in 5 seconds from now. Are you ready for the answer? Here it comes. Ding! Now, here in England, here in the UK, we call this a drawing pin. So this would be described in England as a drawing pin. And as its name suggests, it is holding things in place. Maybe a photograph, or, of course, a drawing. Or maybe you can use this to help you draw straight lines on a piece of card. So you can put the pins into a surface and then take the line from one to the other. So these have many practical uses around the office and at home and for all sorts of things, in fact. So this is normally referred to as a drawing pin. The drawing pin is a type of tool. I suppose you would call it a tool, although technically it isn't. So generally we describe this as a type of stationery. Something you see in an office, something you use in an office space. And of course there is another name, another word that can be used. We can also describe this as a thumbtack. Thumbtack. And the reason why it is called a thumbtack is because you will use your thumb to press the pin in to the surface. So your thumb is almost being used as a tool to push the drawing pin or the thumbtack in to the surface. So this particular object, a common object in an office space, it is called a drawing pin. A drawing pin is used to secure something in place, to fix something. You need to have something fixed in place. You will quite often use one of these, or maybe 2, 3 or 4 of these. And it is called a drawing pin. Or of course we can use the term thumbtack as well. Some people call them office bedbugs. Can I just say I've never ever heard that before. I've never heard it called that. So I've never heard the term office bedbugs used to describe these. But no, I do. I know. In fact, I might use it myself as well. Thumbtack. Thumbtack. So tack means something that holds or fixes to something. To tack something. Tack. To fix. To attach something. Normally by pushing one thing into another. You tack that thing. You fix that thing to another. You tack those things together. So there it was, the first object, the first mystery object was a thumbtack.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
And for those wondering, I suppose I could also show you something else connected to the drawing pin. Drawing pins often come in boxes. They are often sold in boxes, maybe 100 or 200, or in this case 150 drawing pins are supplied in this particular box. And the way you use the drawing pin, as I mentioned a few moments ago, you press the drawing pin into place. You use your thumb to press the drawing pin into place. And that is the reason why it is often referred to as a thumbtack. Here is our second mystery object. I think this might be a difficult one, for which I apologise in advance. So this is something you will see around the house, or maybe in an office space. In fact, you might see this in many different types of building. So this is today's second mystery object. Are you ready? There it is. Oh, Mr. Duncan, we are not sure what that is. Have a close look, because it is something you will find quite often in an area where people are coming in and going out. Maybe in an office, maybe a government building, or of course you can have these in your house as well. But what is it? How do we describe this particular object? Something you see in the house, something that is very useful. It is a practical thing, and it is often used as a way of holding something or fixing something in a particular place for a short period of time, or maybe permanently. You will find these quite often. Alexander. Hello, Alexander. Is it a doorknob? You are in the right area, but this is not a doorknob, although you are very close. Maurizio also has given an answer. Karine asks, is it something you use for doors? It might be. It might be something you use for doors. Christina says, I have no idea what it is. The gentle gastronome. Oh, hello. I like your name, by the way. Does your name mean that you are interested in food? A gastronome is a person who enjoys cooking or food. Yeah, very interesting. And thank you for your guess as well. Hello, Sant, who asks, is this a type of handle? It is not. It is not a handle. It is not a doorknob. It is nothing like that. But you are in the right place. You are in the right area. Vitas. Mr. Duncan, is it something you use for crushing pepper? An interesting guess, and I can see why you would think that, because it does look like a type of tool. Unfortunately, it isn't. I will give the answer now for those who are wondering, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, what is this, Mr. Duncan? Don't keep us guessing all day. Please tell us what it is. Here we go then. Here is the answer to the second mystery object. For those who got it right, well done. And for those who don't know, here is the answer. Ding! This particular thing is a magnetic doorstop. It is something you use to prevent damage to the surrounding area of a door, or of course to keep the door open. Maybe you are in a busy environment where people are coming and going a lot. You might want to keep the door open so people can go through the doorway easily. So this is a magnetic door stop. It is used to prevent an open door from closing and to prevent damage to the surrounding surface. So quite often, if a door opens against a wall, quite often there will be some sort of damage caused by the door hitting the wall. So this will prevent any damage being caused to the wall. Also, it will keep the door open as well. So you can go through the door easily. You can go through the door without worrying. I will give you another view just to make it slightly clearer, and there we go. So now you can see it fixed in place. So this is normally attached to the wall, and the other part is attached to the door. And of course it is magnetic, so the two things will attract each other. They will stick together magnetically. So when the door opens, it will stay open. So this is something you will often find in places where doors need to be kept open for a long period of time. A magnetic door stop. In fact, I can tell you now, in my house I have one of these on one of the doors upstairs, because quite often in the summer I like to keep that particular door open. I like it to be open. So to keep the door open and to prevent the wind from blowing it shut, I will use one of these. It will keep the door open. It will fix the door in place so it doesn't close due to the wind. So that is today's second mystery object. Here is another thing which does a very similar thing. This is called a door stop. But this does not stop the door from closing. This just prevents the door from causing damage to the surrounding wall. So that is something you normally fix to the floor. You fix that to the floor and then the door will open, but it won't go any further. So that will protect the wall that is behind the door. And there you have it. Today's mystery objects right here on English Addict. I hope you enjoyed those. Coming up in a few moments, we have today's main subject. We are looking at opposites, things that are opposite to each other, things that are different in an opposite way. Quite often we will also use the word contrast as well. Two things contrast. They can be different from each other in certain ways, or of course in many ways as well. We will have a quick break and then I can drink some water and then we will be back. We will be back in a few moments from now and we will continue today's live stream English Addict on a Sunday afternoon. I hope you are enjoying today's live lesson. We are together today. English Addict is with you on another rainy day.
Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat. Learn together and have fun.
Having fun. We are having fun. English Addict for those who are crazy about the English language. Welcome. I hope you are having a good day today. Don't forget, you have the chance to meet up with myself and also Mr. Steve and lots of other English addicts as well. We will be joining together and we are meeting up this year in London. If you would like to come along to London, guess what? You can. Sunday, the 31st of May 2026, we are having a meet-up in London. We will be meeting and we will hopefully be having some interesting English conversations. So if you would like to meet up and get to know some other English addicts in real life, don't be shy, give it a try, and we will meet together this year to celebrate 20 years on YouTube. So this year, of course, I am celebrating 20 years on YouTube, and if you would like to meet up this year, Sunday, the 31st of May 2026, I will give you more details as the time approaches. Meanwhile, English Addict is with you today. Of course, we are here to share our love of English and to examine parts of the English language, which is what we are going to do now. We are looking at opposites, things that are not the same. They are not similar. And sometimes they can contrast each other completely. They are opposites. But as we will find out over the next few minutes, many of these uses can be used in different situations and for many different reasons. Generally, the word opposite means to go against or reflect. To reflect quite often means to push away the opposite image, to reflect. For example, if you look in the mirror, the most common thing we all do in the morning, I know I do it, even though I don't like to do it, but sometimes in the morning I have to go to the mirror in the bathroom and look at myself, clean my teeth, brush my hair, and also make sure I look neat and tidy. However, the image in the mirror is the opposite. It is the opposite view. It is also reversed as well, which can be confusing. So the meaning of opposite can be go against something, push against, or reflect, quite often an opposite image. In action or meaning, the way a thing is expressed or viewed can be expressed as the opposite. Something you see, something you view. An action can also be opposite as well. The opposite meaning of a word in grammar of any language. We will use opposites, opposite words. A word that means something quite often will have another word that is the opposite of that. And it is common in all languages to have opposite words. For example, these are common opposite words within the English language. Up is down. Up is down. The word up, the opposite is down. In. In, out. Something is in, something goes in, something comes out. On, off. Something can be on the surface. You can take something off the surface. When we are talking about electrical devices, something that is working or operating is on. Something you turn off. You deactivate the device. Black and white are seen as opposites, but sometimes the colours black and white can go together very well, as you can see with my t-shirt and also my hat. So these colours are not the same, they are opposite colours. However, they go together quite nicely. Give and take. You give something, you take something. You give it, you take it. Maybe a person gives you a gift. They give you a present. And you take the present. You receive it. Something that is hard. Doom, doom. Something that is soft. Like my bed. My bed is soft. The floor is hard. They are opposites. Something good you like. Something bad is something you don't like. It is bad. It is good. It is bad. To be sad. To be happy. Sad. Happy. They are opposites. To say something that is the opposite of what a person thinks. These days, you may have noticed lots of people have their own personal opinions on certain topics, certain subjects. So one person might have their own opinion of something. However, another person might have the opposite opinion. I think something is good. You might think that thing is bad. Your opinion is the opposite. These days, a lot of people like to share their opinions, especially when they are opposite opinions. So the opposite opinion is the opposite of what you believe or think. The opposite way can be the direction of travel or the line of thinking when making a choice or decision. So the opposite way means you are doing the opposite thing. You think in the opposite way. You might be travelling in a certain direction and you pass someone going the opposite way. You are going this way and they are going that way. They are going the opposite way. Choices, decisions. I might choose to do something, you might choose not to do it. Those choices are opposites. We can say opposite direction, opposite opinion. I say yes, you say no. I say good, you say bad. I say believe. You say doubt. An opposite action can also be expressed with giving and, as you can see here, taking or stealing. They are opposite actions. Opposite can describe the appearance of two things that contrast. So there is the word I used earlier. Earlier I used the word contrast. Those things are seen as opposite, such as black and white. I have my black t-shirt and my white cap. They are opposites. They contrast each other. You might have a tall girl and a short boy. One person is tall, the other person is short. They are opposites, and their height can be described as a contrast. You can have a big dog and a small cat. Or, of course, you can have a big dog and a small dog. Their sizes are different. Their sizes are opposite. We can describe two things facing each other as opposite. Two things that are nearby but facing each other. For example, opposite houses. Two things that are facing each other. They are opposite. Maybe you have a neighbour who lives opposite you. They live across the road. Their house is in front of your house. It is the opposite. You might have opposite ends. Quite often during a certain type of sporting game, such as football, the two teams will be at opposite ends. You can see here, opposite ends. They are at opposite ends of the field. To go the other way, in the opposite direction, as I mentioned earlier. You might also decide to change your own direction. Maybe you are going this way, but then you decide to turn back and go the opposite way. If you turn back, we can say that you make a U-turn. You decide to go the opposite way. You change your direction. You go the opposite way. Quite often we can say that you go back the way you came. You came from over there, and now you are going back in that direction. You make a U-turn. We turned round and went the opposite way. You made a U-turn. A U-turn can also mean the reversal of a plan or decision. They made a U-turn on their plans to increase tax. Quite often governments will have a plan, but then they change their mind. They reverse their plan. They make a U-turn. They decide to change their mind. Two things can be as different as night and day. So here we are using something called a simile. When we say simile, we are using something that represents another thing. So in this sense, we are saying that two things that are not the same, or maybe the opposite, are as different as night and day. They are completely opposite. Nighttime and daytime. It is common to say things and use similes to describe a certain state or a certain thing that is happening. They are different. They are as different as night and day. Here is an interesting one where we are using two things that have the same appearance but are completely opposite, because one of them is something you can eat and the other thing is something you can't eat. They are opposites. We can say that two people or two things are as different as chalk and cheese. They are completely different from each other. So this particular term doesn't always refer to opposites. It doesn't always mean that we are talking about opposite things, but things that do not go together as well. So this can often be used to refer to things that are opposite, but also quite often we will use this term to mean something that does not go with something else. They are not compatible. They do not go together. They are as different as chalk and cheese. A very interesting and common quote. Opposite. Opposite, adjective and noun. Opposition is the noun. Opposing is the adjective. A thing that is against you, a thing that is disagreeing with you in a certain way. The opposing group, the opposing team. To oppose something is to express the opposite view, the opposite opinion. You oppose something. When you oppose something, you are doing it. And that is the reason why it is a verb. Opposable. Something that can be placed opposite, or something that can be used opposite. For example, if you look at your hand, you will see you have your thumb. The thumb can be used in many different ways. The thumb is unique because it is opposable. You can put your thumb opposite your hand. You can move it around in many different ways. That is one of the reasons why we are able to create things with our hands. The thumb is a very useful thing indeed. It is often described as opposable. The opposite of opposite is similar. Something opposite, something similar. Something you look at that is not like the other thing. A black cat and a white cat. They are opposite. Their colours are opposite. If you see two black cats, then they are similar. They are a similar colour. They look the same. We have opposite opinions. We have similar opinions. The opinions we have are different. The opinions we have are similar or even the same. The phrase opposites attract. This is something I mentioned earlier. Opposites attract. Two things can attract each other. In a relationship, quite often the people involved in the relationship have different characteristics, different ways of behaving, although they are together. Sometimes opposites attract. Sometimes two things that are not the same can attract each other. And this is common when we are talking about human relationships. Quite often, opposites attract. Opposite can show two similar things with opposite attributes. As I mentioned earlier, we can say that two things are like chalk and cheese. They are similar, but they have different uses. They are used in different ways. Maybe they feel different. Maybe they are used for different things. For example, chalk is used for writing on a blackboard. Cheese is used, well, it's used for eating. Which reminds me, I'm feeling very hungry at the moment. So two things that are similar can have opposite attributes. The things they do, their appearance, all of the things relating to those two objects are opposite. And that is the reason why quite often we will say two things are as different as chalk and cheese. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Beatrice says we have a very funny opposite expression. We can say that two things are as different as salami and the speed. Interesting. Two things that are opposite can be used as similes. For example, as I said earlier, two things that don't go together or are opposite. They are different. They are as different as night and day because they are opposite. I hope you enjoyed that. That was today's main topic. Things that are opposite, things that are not the same, things that do not go together. Apparently, in many parts of the world, Mother's Day is not celebrated today. It is normally celebrated later in the year. But today, as I mentioned earlier, today it is Mother's Day here in England. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers watching at the moment. And of course, a big special hello to my mother and also Steve's mum. Sadly, both of them are no longer with us, unfortunately, which is a great shame. English Addict is with you today, but we still have something else to come. Yes, there is still another feature. It is the thing that a lot of people have been talking about. They've been saying, Mr. Duncan, we really do like guess the picture idiom. The only problem is, could you please make it a little easier? So hopefully today it will be easier than last week. A lot of people are already thinking about their holidays. Some people are about to go on their holidays. Some people are dreaming of their holidays. Whatever the outcome is, I hope you have a good time. English Addict is with you today. I hope you are having a good day. Give me a like. Don't forget to show me you like what you are watching. And you can watch all of this again later on as well, because it will be saved on YouTube. So you can watch my live chat, my live stream, as many times as you want. Here we go then. It is time to play the game that causes a lot of confusion for some people. I promise today I will try to make my picture idioms as easy as possible. Here we go then. We have today's first picture idiom. I hope it's an easy one. I really do. Or else I will be getting into trouble again. Here it comes then. Are you ready for today's first picture idiom? All you have to do is tell me what you see. Say what you see on the screen. Oh. Ooh. What could it be? What does it mean? What is the picture idiom? It is a common expression. We often use this particular idiom when we are feeling nervous, excited, apprehensive about something. Or maybe you are feeling the emotion of anticipation. I like that word, anticipation. To have anticipation. This particular phrase is something we often use, and I really do hope it's easier this week, so I don't get all of your complaints. People complaining, Mr. Duncan, it's too hard. Can you please make it easier? So I hope this is an easy one. Lewis is going. See you later, Lewis. Lewis Mendez is saying goodbye for now. Inglaze, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your guess. Also, Olga. Hello, Olga. Thank you very much. Maurizio says, falling in love. Well, yes. If you are falling in love, if you are excited about another person being near you, you might also have this feeling. Yes, I think you're right. I think actually that's a very good example. A very good example. Oh, Claudia is here. Hello, Claudia. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I know you've been busy celebrating one of your family members' birthday. I hope you had a good time doing that. Thank you very much. We can use it. We can use the expression when we are feeling love for anyone. Yes, I suppose you could. I will give you the answer because I want to have another one as well. We will have another mystery picture idiom in a moment. So here is the answer to the first one. Are you ready? Did you get it right? Butterflies in your stomach. To have butterflies in your stomach. The feeling that you might have if you're feeling excited. Or maybe you have the feeling of anticipation. We will use this particular phrase. You have butterflies. Ooh, you're so great. in your stomach. The sensation of feeling nervous or apprehensive. So that is an interesting word, the word apprehensive. You have a feeling of nervousness. You have the feeling of being unsure about something. You have apprehension. You're not sure about that particular thing. You feel nervous about it. You have butterflies in your stomach. We can also describe it as nervous anticipation. To have nervous anticipation means you feel both excited and a little nervous as well, because something is about to happen. Maybe you are going on your first date with someone. You are going on a date with someone and you've only known them for a short time. You might have butterflies in your stomach. Perhaps you are going for a job interview. You are going along for a job interview and you feel, you have butterflies in your stomach. It feels as if there are lots of butterflies fluttering in your stomach. It is the feeling of apprehension or nervous anticipation. And that is today's first mystery picture idiom. Congratulations if you got it right. Here is another one. We have time. Yes, of course, we have time. There's no doubt about it. Here is another one. Another picture idiom coming on your screen now. That's a very dramatic picture. So here we go. Here is another one, another picture idiom. It is a well-known expression. We often use this in English to describe a sudden disturbance, something that creates trouble or arguments. Maybe something that is said or done that is controversial, or perhaps something you do or say that upsets other people or causes argument or controversy. A very interesting okay, yes. We have more animals, some more animals for you. So this picture idiom also features creatures as well. But this is a common expression we use when you say something or do something. Maybe you express a certain opinion and it creates trouble. It creates problems. Hello, Dang 2800. Hello, Dang. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Thank you for joining the final few moments of today's live stream. I will be going in a few moments, but don't worry because I am back next Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. So this is something that might happen in daily life when you say something or do something and it creates a problem around you. Anger. Something that creates a reaction. But what is the idiom? Christina? Ingles, thank you very much for your guess. Olga, very interesting. Vitas as well. Thank you very much for your guess. Here is the answer. It is a common expression we use when someone does something that creates anger, excitement, or controversy. You put a cat among the pigeons. A cat among the pigeons. So this expression is very descriptive. Imagine a cat walking amongst the pigeons. The pigeons will become excited, nervous. They will start to fly around and be rather afraid or excited because they are trying to get away as quickly as they can. To put the cat amongst the pigeons, or maybe you can say that you have put a cat among the pigeons. To cause fierce argument or discussion. A controversial action can be described as a cat among the pigeons. The pigeons are the birds. The cat, of course, will come along and create lots of commotion. To cause fierce argument or discussion. I suppose also we could also, if we wanted to, we could also say that you create outrage. You put the cat among the pigeons. And that is today's final picture idiom. And it's almost time to say goodbye for this Sunday live stream. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Don't forget you can subscribe if you want. You are more than welcome to subscribe to my English Addict YouTube channel. Don't forget, I've been here for a long time. I've been here for 20 years. Can you believe it? 20 years I've been here on YouTube. Incredible. Thank you very much for your company. I hope to see you next week, the same time, 2 p.m. UK time is when I'm back with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget also to give me a lovely like as well. Your lovely like will help me to be seen on YouTube. Thank you very much for your company. I will see you later. Have a great day for all the mothers in the world. Even if it isn't Mother's Day where you are, I will still say a big special hello to all the mothers in the world. Maybe they are with you now, or maybe they are absent and in your thoughts. Catch you later. See you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, until the next time we meet here, you know what's coming next. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy English. Because of course, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. Ta-ta for now. See you next Sunday.
Goodbye to Duncan and all the lovely words and phrases of the English language. Join with Mr. Duncan on the live chat and discover all the words and phrases of the English language. Learn together and have fun. chat